Hello, and welcome to Module 5. Today we're talking about online multimedia, so I thought I would do something a little different. I have a different background for my recording. I've actually brushed my hair, I'm standing up, I'm making all kinds of sacrifices to make this pretty. I actually tried the in-canvas video tool and recorded a really great video for this week, and then realized that I hadn't turned the sound, I hadn't given authorization for my mic, so there was no sound. Live and learn. I'm back to QuickTime, my old steady standby. So, what we learned from this is sometimes the tool that you are relatively adept at using is the right tool for the job. But hey, we need to explore, we need to learn more, so here we go to this week. All right, so your resources for this week are, there's a lot there. So I've got some articles. Abby Bensfeld and Pam Rogers, they are writers for School Library Journal, and they write about podcasts, which is one of the things we're looking at today. And they do great annotated lists of podcasts. So you can take a look at those. Renee Hobbs, if you are one of the people who got Create to Learn, the whole second half of that book, she has different tools that she looks at, and she looks at a really nice variety of issues in that: copyright, creating, all kinds of stuff. So you could take a look at something in Hobbs. Kelly Jensen wrote an article called "What Makes These Librarians TikTok?" I am not a librarian who TikToks. Their students have done TikTok videos in the library, and whenever I walk in, I'm like, "Oh, can I get in on this?" And their little faces just fall. This is, of course, pre-COVID, but yeah, I don't do it. I'm not really adept at it, but the people in this article are, and it's really interesting. So, kind of hijacking one of the student interest tools, I guess. Then I've got Jonathan McIntosh's Buffy versus Edward remix. So this was a video from, I want to say 2012 maybe, where McIntosh took Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Edward from the Twilight films and combined them in sort of a interesting look at sort of manipulation, dating issues and stuff from a feminist perspective, and was slapped down by Lionsgate, who owned the rights. So it's an interesting look at, how much do you have to change? What's the deal with changing the tone of something with regard to copyright? Copyright's an important issue that we should definitely be raising with our kids. It's covered in other classes in the program, but I just want to touch on it here, particularly when we're looking at both creating and distributing media. All right, then I've got a bunch of tools and apps. They're all listed. There are links. Some of them will be new. Some of them will be old hat. Has anyone heard of YouTube? It's really neat. I put up the video ant that I made for the first week just because it's fun. And some people put in some comments. Feel free to take part in that, or you could do something on your own if you like. There's just a bunch of different things here. Then I have a few lists of podcast and podcasting tools. This used to be in this course, people were like, podcasts? What's that now? And in the past couple years, it's become zeitgeisty enough that everybody's pretty aware of it, but it can sometimes be hard to find good podcasts, particularly for education for your age group. Which leads me to your assignment this week. So what I want you to do is make a list of, how many do I have here? I think it's 5 videos and 3 podcasts that could be used to teach something. So choose something in the state standards, a topic. It doesn't have to be real specific. You don't have to go into the weeds, but just something that's covered. And then 5 videos and 3 podcasts that you can use to promote that content. I would like them in, all on essentially the same topic, just because, the idea is to be searching, to be looking for specific topics as you may be called upon to do. If you're in elementary, I'm going to cut you a little bit of slack if you want to do 2 different topics, just so that you can, it might be a little easier because it is harder to find, with high school and even middle school, you can go a little older, you can go a little younger, but with elementary, you really have a smaller set of options. So, you do you, as they say, but 5 videos, 3 podcasts, and then just a quick annotation. Who made it? Where is it coming from? What content does it cover? And why do you think it would be useful? So that's going to go into the assignments tool. And then the other thing I want you to do is make some multimedia and upload it to your blog. It can be, if you're doing TikTok, That would be grand. If you just want to make a video with your phone and put it up there, the idea is work to your comfort level. If you're pretty good, show me what you can do. If you're just starting out, just make something, quick, and then the idea is to get it up in your blog so that you can see how you can insert it up there and make it visible to your readers, or in this case, viewers, or perhaps listeners if you're going the podcast route. So that will be up in your blog. And then, of course, the discussion. Little note about the discussion. According to the rubric, you're supposed to be in there 3 times a week. So that means that you don't worry about completing everything and then going in and talking about it. Take a look at one thing and go in and be like, all right, here we go. There are a few of you who have been really great, and I appreciate it, about just going throughout the week and really keeping things moving. There were a couple people who only went in one day, and that will not fly. So according to the rubric, you have to go in 3 times, post something 3 different days to get any credit at all. I'm not going to give you no credit for only posting 2 days, but if you only go in once, you're not going to get credit. So just bear that in mind. Hopefully you guys are all getting used to it. The discourse in there is fantastic, and the way that you're interacting with each other and the resources that you're putting up there. It's been a lot of fun to read that. So I believe that that's all I have for today, and I hope that you have a great week. Enjoy Module 5, and I'll see you on the discussion boards.